Hey everybody, welcome back. Mike, Jay, and Jimmy from the garage once again. Thin Blue Whiskey goes where the shelf skeletons have been hanging out.
Yes. So this is take 2
Yep.
of Shelf Skeletons for you and I.
Yep.
Take 1 for Jay. So you missed Jimmy and I's the blackened one that we did.
Yeah.
Did you watch the video?
I have not yet.
Okay. Have you ever had blackened?
No. Just chicken.
Oh,
Blackened
nice.
chicken's
Yeah,
delicious.
I got you. So we did Metallica. Did you know that they age it with music? Did you know that
Metallica?
about Metallica?
It
Yeah,
didn't help
they-
the whiskey at all. It was not great.
Fantastic.
So, I don't know if we've talked about this. This was kind of a thing that, well, we kind of talked about it a little bit. But these, for whatever reason, do not sell in our market. These are left on the shelf here in Salina to die.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Texted a few
teamed up.
conversations back and forth
Yeah.
about trying to find some
Yeah.
random no-sale bottles
Yeah.
and getting them.
So I teamed up with Brooks Liquor
Mhm.
right here in Salina, and we kind of put together a list of his shelf skeletons that are just collecting dust, that don't move.
The shit that sits.
And
Yeah.
well, we might have just
We
came
came
up
up with a new name for this segment.
But we're here to try to figure out why.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
so this old elk, we probably should have done a little research. This isn't a cheap bottle by any means.
No.
Maybe that's part of the reason it's sat on the shelf too. I mean,
Well, and some of finishes scare bourbon drinkers sometimes. You get the traditionalists that are like, oh, cognac finish? I don't want that. Or,
Yeah.
oh, it's finished in this random barrel. They're like, I don't want to touch that.
Yeah. So this
So-
is cognac finished old elk. It actually is decent proof on it. 109.7, 54.85 ABV. It is aged 5 years. It is a high malt mash bill and believed to be all or mostly MGP, but it's bottled by Old Elk Distillery out of Fort Collins, Colorado. And have you had it?
I've not had this one.
Have
No,
you? Okay.
never.
Have you had anything Old Elk?
one of our other videos we did with your work buddy, he had some old elk, but it wasn't the cask finish or anything. I
Okay.
think. So no.
You?
Just the OG one when
So you've had-
when it first came out.
Okay. Did you like?
It's been a long time
been a
since
while,
I've
yeah.
had it.
So normally of the cask finishes, I kind of a lot of times dig the cognac.
Mm-hmm.
Just I like cognac, so
too.
that kind of finish of the cognac on a bourbon.
Dark plummy
It's,
fruits.
yeah, it's intriguing to me. I'm not, although I've done some barrel experiments and stuff with finishing, I'm usually not a humongous big barrel finish guy. But if you were to hold my feet to the fire, I would say my favorite would be the cognac.
Cognac? Okay.
So I'm interested to see what you guys think, and I'll
got a-
tell you kind of why, because
It's got a good nose on it. It's not too overpowering. I kind of like it.
I think the price of this is, God, it's approaching 100. I think.
Would have to.
I'll put the
90.
I'll put the dollar amount unless
Yeah.
you have
I can
a
look it up real
phone.
quick. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's.
It smells really grain forward.
Yeah.
Like it smells like the cognac finish is covering up this grain forward note.
Agree.
That kind of that grain forward that I don't like. It's
Yeah.
being covered up by the cognac finish.
Yeah, it kind of comes out on the palate. Good burn, but I don't know. It's not necessarily sour like some of the other ones we've had.
Okay.
So $89 on this one.
Okay. So we're probably going to be somewhere in the 80 to 90 buck range. I mean, you may be close 100 out the door,
Yeah.
but
That may play a role in why it didn't move. Who knows?
I'm getting a lot of like stone fruit on the palate. Heavy stone fruit. Like I don't want to say grape. Jimmy doesn't know what grapes taste like,
Nope.
but I'm going to say plum, like almost
Overripe plum.
Yeah.
Like it's almost to the point of like you bite into it and it's just like
like the kind of soggy, almost
yeah,
rotten.
you're like that. I'm gonna eat it because it still tastes
It's
good. but-
super rich, dense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Some Bing cherries.
There's a little bit of a sharpness to it, and I don't know that it's baking spice. I think it's the ethanol.
It's kind of what I was picking out of it, but yeah, it's got a long-term burn. It's
Yeah.
It just kind of burns for no reason.
right in here.
I would say the finish is more on par with a honey, like a honey, like a burnt honey over a stone fruit, like
Some shortbread cookies.
honeyed plums.
Yeah, Jimmy.
I got nothing to add. I don't know what any of these flavors are.
There's just this malt. Well, I mean, it's
That's what
high
It's a
malt.
high malt. Yeah.
That malty,
It's
like
kind of got that.
shortbread cereal.
Yeah. A little bit grain forward. I can tell you why I think this is a shelf skeleton,
Okay.
at least in our market. It's because of the price.
I'm quite sure that's the leading.
If this is a 45,
45,
50
Oh, yeah.
bucks,
It would have gone.
This would be good.
The bottle itself looks cool to the point where
Yeah.
if you didn't know a lot, you would pick that up because it looks like it would be good. But
a
for
gift
90
bottle.
bucks,
Yeah.
Like all of the Old Elk,
Yeah.
the corks are cool. The bottle shape is cool. The presentation,
It's
the
kinda
purple sticker on there, the font, like this bottle looks good.
3D bottle, like there's
yeah.
it's elevated glass where all the stickers go, and
It's cool.
Yeah.
But I bet you it was price related. That's, again, this is where bottom shelf Jim, survives under 25, 30, now 40-ish bucks.
We're even creeping a little
I know,
higher.
I've spent some non-bottom shelf Jim coin
Russell's
thanks to these guys. But yeah, but that one, I mean, at 50 bucks, I'd probably even buy it just because it's a cool bottle to have. But well, we're the beneficiaries in this particular market because it didn't move, and so we got to do a little bit of work on it. But
Yeah, I would say at 90, it's a for sure. It's a pass.
Yeah.
They're just trying. I don't know where they're pricing this. Why they're pricing this at 85 or 90 bucks.
have you ever been to Fort Collins? It's expensive out there. They're just trying to keep up.
Well, I guarantee
you have some ties to Fort Collins.
And the other thing is, it's not like they finished it from start to finish. It was literally probably finished the last 6 months of its life. So if they're adding $40 to a bottle just because they moved it from one barrel to another, I mean,
that's tough.
There's other companies that do it for way less.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I know why that label is purple, because if purple had a smell,
That's what. Okay.
I'm telling you,
I can.
marketing genius.
Yeah.
I know purple has a sound. You ever heard like a power flush toilet? It's the same as the Power Cat sound.
Well, there goes all our EMA followers.
Every man a whiskey lover, I guess.
There we go.
So I guess we can agree, if this is a $50 whiskey, I'm saying it's definitely
I'd probably have a
worth it.
bottle of it hanging out.
Yeah. As it sits, it's really tough to recommend this at $90.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's not a bad whiskey, it's
No.
just completely, this is 100% price.
We go back to you can buy 2 bottles of something else for 90
Russell's
bucks.
10.
Yeah, I could beat the shit out of those and be way happier than one bottle of that.
Your Green River.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, those are fantastic at $40.
$40 Jim's coming through.
Of those.
Yep. I'm a value shopper.
Yeah. All right, guys. There
Anyway.
it is. Shelf Skeletons, take number 2, the Old Elk Cognac Finish. We've got, I think, 10 more bottles.
Yeah.
We may have to go back, and we won't film it, but we may have to let Jay
try the blackened.
blackened just so he knows what Jimmy and I went through.
Awesome it was.
Yeah. It wasn't awful.
Is that the
terrible.
wrong all word?
We've had way worse.
Oh.
Yes, we have.
Like and subscribe and check out some of our other content because we've had some dingers out there.
Yeah, most recently the lovely German whiskey.
The German whiskey was just awful.
That might be a basement
Yeah.
right now. Till we find the next basement.
Let's find one.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know on the Old Elk Cognac. Have you had it? What do you think? Is it worth $90? What do you think of our valuation at $50? Do you own a bottle? Do you like it? How much did you pay? And we'll see you next time right here on Thin Blue Whiskey.